Oh, hello there. Hey team, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about bulking. So this is a bulking tier
I
list.
can't stop
But short story
eating.
is that I used to be a lot smaller. I was always the skinny kid in school. And not like the skinny kid with like abs. I was kind of like the skinny, like unhealthy kid that was picked last at like to play like sports and stuff. Mainly because I had no interest in sports when I was a kid, which is a different story. But yeah, if you're in a similar situation and you used to be skinny like this when I was 70 kilograms, which wasn't that long ago, so I'd say probably like 2018 that photo was taken. I've done a bit of resistance training obviously since then, and recently getting back into it the past year or two with hypertrophy and strength training. So yeah, I've put on like 30 kilograms. And I might not look massive now, but like I was a lot smaller then. So. All right, so we're back into it. Let's get into it, man. So today's tier list, we have 3 levels. We have Goku as the top tier, second tier is Vegeta, and third tier is Majin Buu. For people that are fans of anime or whatever, Goku is pretty much the top tier, as in it's foods that you'll probably eat on the regular basis that will help you gain weight. That won't come from a detriment of the fact that it won't affect your health. Because you can eat pizzas and all that sort of stuff, but like that's just a once in a while sort of thing, you know? Like I wouldn't rely on that because you're just going to end up like packing on a lot of fat tissue and you just won't be happy with your physique. And you won't be able to bulk for as long either. So Goku is top. These are the top foods that I recommend eating if you do struggle to put on weight. Second tier we have is Vegeta. You know, as you said, Vegeta is always second to Goku. Controversial. I know there's a lot of Vegeta fans out there with his stoic personality, which is all good. But yeah, so these are the foods that you'll probably eat still kind of fairly regularly, but just now and then. And then Majin Buu is, you know, this is just kind of like the dirty bulk tier, you could call it. If you're young, you can probably, the younger you are, you're probably more likely to get away with eating less healthier foods, you know? Like, you could probably eat takeout a couple times a week and it won't even, like, do anything to you. But if you're over, like, 25 or something, then probably just do it once in a while. Or maybe do it on the days that you have trained, or days that you may be doing more, like, walking, say, the weekend. You go for a walk with your friends or something, or, like, you're quite active, then you can probably get away with eating a bit more like unhealthy. So yeah, anyway, we'll get into it. So first up we got bacon. So I do like bacon. I don't eat it that often, but when I do, I really enjoy it. Whether it be streaky bacon for you Americans or the kind of like standard medallion kind of style bacon that you get in the UK. And now in New Zealand we mainly get streaky bacon, which I would usually get, but anyway, I'm going a bit of a tangent. So now and then it's good. Like, it's got a lot of salt in it, so if like you are going to go train, or like say you're doing like some cardio or something, you can probably get away with it. Like, I wouldn't eat too much of it because it may upset your stomach, but yeah, I'm going to put it in the Majin Buu tier. It's just a really now and then thing. Next we've got like sauces. So like, when I say sauce, maybe like barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, ketchup, tomato sauce, if you want to call it, depending on where you're from in the world. You can put this on top of your food just to kind of like add a bit more carbs to the meal and kind of just boost up the caloric intake. So if you are a hard gainer, like, put sauce on stuff, man. As long as you don't go completely to town with it, then you should be fine with your health. I'm going to put it in the Vegeta tier. We got bread. People are kind of scared of bread. I don't know why bread's so demonized. Like, I know, like, if you're going to buy bread, don't buy, like, the crappy, white, sugary ass bread. Like, the cheap stuff. Kind of get ones that's kind of like a more of a mixed grain. But bread's amazing, man. Like, if you're trying to put on weight, like, you can just eat some toast or something. I always recommend trying to, like, pair it with some protein of some sort. So, like, if you're going to make a sandwich, put, like, some chicken, like, lean chicken breast in it or something, or whatever. But, yeah, bread's good, man. I'm going to burn Goku. Controversial, but I don't know why bread's so demonized. But it was like, so refined. It's like, well, whatever, man. Next we got burritos. So Mexican food is just so fucking good, man. Like, I swore pretty early in the video, but whatever. Mexican food's good, man. Like, you can just get some lean, really lean mince, okay? Like the 95% ground beef. Sorry, I know Americans call mince ground beef, but get the lean steak mince. Cook it up, put some like kidney beans or some black beans in it, you know? Put a bit of veg in it. Put the pan on the table, get the wraps. Wraps themselves are really good as well. They have a lot of calories in it. Put that on the table. Sprinkle a little bit of cheese on. Don't go too much of time with the cheese. And then put some hot sauce in the stuff, man. Then you can like smash back wraps. Like, wraps are awesome. Whether they're like fajitas, burritos, souvlaki's, gyros, whatever. Anything in wrap form is just easy to get down. Even I'm gonna say pro gamer move. That's a bit of a nerd for us, but like, if you just want a snack, peanut butter wrap, banana, boom. It's like really good pre-workout snack as well. Like, I used to take them quite often in a bit of tinfoil in my pocket when I was mountain biking a lot, and it's just like easy calories to get down. So I would recommend any form of wrap. Just do it. It's definitely a Goku tier. All right, cheese. So cheese is good. Like, if you're really like skinny, like super skinny dude, and you just want to put some weight on, like dairy is really good for that. Like the whole gourmet diet, it does work, but like it will potentially have a detriment to your actual health. So you could get away with it in your first like year of training or whatever, and you just drink loads of milk, put cheese on everything, and yeah, you'd be fine. But especially if you're younger. But if you're older, I'd probably take it easy with the cheese. Like, you can put it on some stuff, but yeah, don't go crazy with it. 'Cause like your fat macros will be like over the roof if you do. But yeah, just now and then, a bit of sprinkle will boost up the calories and like just go for gold, eh? Cheese is great. You know, cheese and Vegeta anyway. Chicken, no brainer. Like, if you're trying to put on weight, don't worry about what type it is. You don't need to dry ass chicken breast all the time. Like, chicken thigh is so much nicer, and it's only like slightly a bit more fatty as well. So eat your chicken. Any lean meat I would recommend lean meat over any of the fattier meats. You can get away with the fattier meats if you are really skinny and you're just new to training, but like, try and keep it lean and get most of your calories from potentially carbs, because carbs are like really good when you're training, and it'll fill up the glycogen in your muscles and you'll be able to train really harder. But I'm going to do a video on carbs probably another time around pre and post training. But yeah, chicken is a no-brainer. You should be, if you're training for hypertrophy or strength, you should be eating a lot of chicken. Like, it's just a no-brainer. Right, chocolate milk. I know Sam Sulek's been banging on that chocolate milk. Like, when I first tried to put on weight back in 2018 when I was a young buck, I did drink a bit of chocolate milk. It is great. If you are going to drink chocolate milk, I recommend drinking it after you work out, because obviously the carbohydrates of the sugar in it will help you not bonk as much after training. But if you're already drinking protein shakes and you're mixing up like smoothies and stuff, you don't really need it. If you are young, like, it is definitely a tool you can use. As I say, food is a tool essentially to you pretty much for your training and growing. So if you're a young guy, yeah, chocolate milk, just go for it. Don't drink it every day, you know, like now and then. It's like a now and then thing, so it's going to go in the margin boot here. Coconut milk. So yeah, coconut milk, it's quite fatty, but it's probably one of the better fats you want to have in your diet. Same with like avocados, which I haven't included in this tier list, but it's in the same camp essentially. So coconut milk you can make like Thai curries with, which are really easy. Thai curries are great because you can put lots of vegetables in them, you put whatever lean meat sauce that you want in, and you can eat heaps of rice with it, so it's great for putting on weight. Obviously, I wouldn't go crazy with the spice unless you have a really good spice tolerance, because you could upset your stomach in the long run, and the last thing you want to do is be just shitting out, because you're essentially shitting out gains, right? If you just got a bad stomach, you're probably not processing it very well, so maybe go easy with the spice levels, but coconut milk is great because you can just get a tin of it. You can get some spices, whether it's like Indian spices that you can get from your local ethical store. Is that the right word for it? I don't know, whatever. You can put in some like curry paste, or whether it's Thai or Indian curry paste, or you can just buy good spices and mix it with the milk. And then obviously you fry your meat up, or whatever protein sauce that you want. Put some rice in the rice cooker. Boom, you've got a meal. You can freeze them, put them in a freezer, or whatever. but you have nice tasty meal. You don't have to eat just chicken breast and broccoli and rice if you want to gain weight. You know, like, you can make it taste good. So I'm gonna put it in the Vegeta because like obviously a lot of coconut milk is quite fatty, but if you're just a hard gainer, then you'll probably get away with just eating that. Eggs, do it. I used to eat loads of eggs, like eggs. I used to eat like 4 when I first tried to put on weight. It was like 4 or 5 eggs, and it was crazy amount when I think about it now. And then 4 slices of toast and a bit of bacon on top, and that was like my thing for when I first tried to put on weight. What you can get away with when you're like a newbie in the gym is insane. Like, you will just grow. You can get away with like high caloric surpluses. So eggs are great. They're a great food source. But yeah, I don't know. I usually don't eat more than 3 myself, mainly for health reasons, because obviously cholesterol and stuff I've got to be worried about a bit more because I'm a bit older now. But if you're young, you could probably get away with eating like 4 eggs a day, I'd say. I don't know. Yeah, it should be all good. I'm gonna put it in the Vegeta tier. Eggs are great. Little protein nuggets, you know. Next we got fried chicken. So yeah, fried chicken's good, man. Like, it is tasty, but it's one of those things I wouldn't do that often. Like, you know, maybe like once a week or once every couple of weeks or something, around days that you're quite active. You can probably get away with it, but it's not amazing for you. But like, as you say, if you're a hard gainer and you're super young, you can probably get away with eating fried chicken. I'm going to put in the margin boo now, for now. Greek yogurt's a good one, eh? I like Greek yogurt. So, if you are a hard gainer or someone that struggles to put on weight, Greek yogurt's good in the sense that you can get ones that have more fat in. The more fat it has is probably more calorically dense that the yogurt is itself. And I like to mix my yogurts with like protein powder, and you can just eat that back, and it's great to eat before you go to bed, just as like a light snack, you know, just to finish the night off. That isn't super carb heavy. That's gonna like keep you awake because you get like that carb energy. But yeah, yogurt's a good one. It's the same with like any dairy products, so same with cheese. So I'm gonna put it in the Vegeta tier. It would be the Goku tier if it was like the low fat stuff, but when you're trying to bulk, you probably don't need super low fat stuff, especially if you're a hard gainer. I do take the lower fat stuff mainly because I'd rather eat it towards the end of the night, but that's just me anyway. Right, gyros and souvlaki's or kebabs on the healthier side of thing. I'm not talking about the elephant leg that you get in the UK where they shave it off. Like, more just kind of standard, like, leaner cuts of meat, or like a chicken thigh or like some lamb that's fried up, you know, in a pan. Whack it in, put a bit of aioli on it, aioli on it, like some hummus, whatever, some chili sauce, boom, in a pita. Great. You get a big ass one of those after training, it could be up to like 1,000 calories, man. Like, and it's definitely one of the better, Greek food's definitely one of the better, healthier takeaway foods that I would recommend getting over like something, say like a greasy ass like cheap pizza or something, or like KFC. I'd go for Greek food. That's my choice. I really like Greek food though, so I'm kind of biased on this. But yeah, definitely check it out. I'm gonna put them in the Goku tier. I just love anything in wrap form, because the thing is as well with things with wraps, you can cook it in whatever you want. You can make it more calorically dense by putting more oils in it. You can make it less calorically dense by using leaner cuts of meat, or you can kind of like choose the amount of like sauce and stuff that you put in as well. So it's totally up to you. It's super customizable based on your goals. So I'm gonna bang on about wraps more. Right, next we got honey. Honey's a game changer, man. Like, I actually use honey, especially even when I'm like doing a cut, because like if I'm going to be training on that day, I'll just put a spoonful of honey in my porridge, and that will actually act as like more of a pre-workout, because like I like to carb load a bit earlier. But anyway, this is talking about more about cutting. Yeah, honey, you can add honey to whatever. It's just, I know it's sugar, but like it's a carb source, and it's healthier than, let's say, refined sugar. But yeah, stick it in your porridge and stuff in the morning, or like put it in a smoothie or whatever. It's just extra carbs, and which leads to more calories. And when you train, you need carbohydrates. So it's a no-brainer to me. Honey's great. Hummus, yeah, hummus is good because you can just like eat it with whatever. All right, Like you could dip carrots in it, you could dip like rice crackers in it, and you can put it on anything. It is more of a fatty sauce, but it's better than just like sucking back some like oily, refined like pizza grease, you know. So hummus is, if you're trying to put on weight, like hummus is quite good. I'm gonna put it in the Goku tier. Ice cream. Oh, ice cream's a hot topic, man. I do like a bit of ice cream, eh? So if you're gonna trick ice cream, I'd probably go for one that has less fat in if possible. But you can probably get away with it. Like if you need to put on some weight, you can stick a lump of ice cream in a smoothie or something, put it in a blender, and drink that back, man. Like, obviously it's not the healthiest thing, and I say if you're a bit on the younger side, you can probably get away with it more often. But yeah, ice cream is definitely a tool you can use. I'm gonna put it in the margin boot here. You can get like that cheaper, like I mean, sorry, the more like bougie, like Greek, like yogurt kind of types of ice cream, and the Halo top or whatever it is, which could be also a tool that you could use. But yeah, ice cream, do it now and then. It's not bad. Oh damn, I didn't put cereal on. Cereal would be in the same tier as that as well. Like knocking back some cereal, but I just say it's not great for your health. But around training, post training, you could eat some cereal, and that'd be a good way to get some carbs back into your system. So next we have like lean mince. Yeah, lean mince is great. Like you can just make this in bulk, and you can eat it with whatever. Like when I cook some lean ground beef or mince or whatever, you can use it in burritos. You can use it with pasta. Like I kind of just keep it quite plain with just some salt and pepper and some garlic, and then I just add in additional sauces depending on what I want with the meal. You know, like if I want to make it Italian, I'll put some like oregano on it or something, and then or oregano for the Americans. Yeah, it's pretty. It's just like really easy to use with different types of like recipes and stuff. So yeah, get your ground mince. Go to a butcher's. I recommend going to a butcher's and getting some lean steak mince. I think it's like 95% stuff. If you are a hard gainer, you could get away with the fattiest stuff, but the fattiest, I'd try not to eat it as often, if that makes sense. I'd say maybe like a couple of times a week you could probably get away with doing that. I'm going to put in the Goku tier, man. It's mince is so fucking... what's the word? I can't remember the word. Whatever, doesn't matter. Dairy, we've kind of already talked about milk and stuff, so milk is obviously a good tool if you're trying to put on weight. Like, you know, you get to the end of the day and you realize you've still got like 500 calories to eat to be in a surplus. Just drink some milk or something, you know, as long as it doesn't upset your stomach. Just be careful with it, because some people they do react to dairy, and they don't really agree with it not much, and they end up on the toilet. Lactose intolerant, as you could say. My partner's a bit like that, so yeah, milk's definitely a tool you can use to put on weight, but it's not, if you're going to be doing it all the time, the go mad kind of diet, it's probably not the best for you. But if you're desperate, it's a good tool. Put it on the Vegeta. Oats are great. So I have a meal that I eat in the morning when I'm bulking, or even when I'm cutting, because you can just kind of scale it up and down depending on your goals. So oats, I'll have like 100 grams, and then I put in some skimmed milk, like low fat milk, or you could use whole milk. The dairy, as I said, is already a tool that you can use. And then you can put in some honey, then you put in some peanut butter, and then you could put in some fruit just for your micronutrients, just to keep healthy and stuff. And you make that, man, and it's like 800 calories, and it's just like a big bowl of porridge, and it'll keep you full. Oats is definitely eat your oats, man. It's a reason why it's like a staple bodybuilding like kind of diet sort of thing. So put that up there. Olive oil, same with any oils really. You can just kind of drizzle it on your food as additional calories. So if you do struggle to put on weight, olive oil is a great tool, because you can just sprinkle it on all your meals afterwards just to boost the calories. And yeah, I'll say don't go to town. Like if your fat macros are insane, then you may end up just putting on more fat than muscle. But if you're quite new to the gym or you're young, you probably get away with just drizzling it on shit. Put it in the Goku tier. Pancakes. So I have chose the picture with the butter on it, but pancakes themselves are great carbohydrates. It's kind of similar to oats and stuff. Like if you have a pile of pancakes and then you get some maple syrup or whatever, pour it on, that's a lot of calories, and you can eat them back. So obviously it's a thing that you would only do maybe like a couple times a week or something, maybe once a week, if that. But yeah, it's a good tool. And obviously you can scale up and down how much fat or whatever and butter and all that sort of stuff you want. So I'm going to put in the Vegeta tier. If it was the standard like pancakes with heaps of butter and lots of maple syrup, then it would probably go in the margin boo. But you could be clever about what you put on it, you know. Peanut butter and jam sandwiches. These are just these peanut butter and jam sandwiches are just such a game changer. When you're busy and you just need like 500 calories quite quickly, you can just make like 2 peanut butter jelly sandwiches or peanut butter jam sandwiches, and it's just easy, super easy. So I'm gonna put in the Goku. It's definitely a little hack. All right, next one's a rice cooker. If you don't want a rice cooker, I would definitely invest in one because they're pretty cheap, and you just have rice all the time, and you just leave it on the warmer, and then maybe after a day you would put it in the fridge, and then when it gets stale, if you've left it in the fridge a while, and you can make stir fry rices, which is one of the next things we're going to talk about. So rice, easy carb, easy to get down. You can eat a lot of rice, like it's not hard to eat a lot of rice. So rice is just the Goku, definitely up there. Pizza. Oh, we've already talked about pizza. So I love pizza, man. Like pizza's probably my favorite like takeout food. I'm definitely partial to a good slice of pizza. So if you want pizza, I'd recommend making your own if you can, because then you can just put on as much protein as you want, and it won't be as unhealthy as if you said go to like a pizza fast food chain where they like cook everything in about like a gallon of oil. But if you do get takeout pizza now and then, just do it once every couple of weeks or something, man. Like, don't eat pizza every day, because you will just end up fat. You won't. I know if you're younger and you're newer to the gym, then you might get away with it a bit more than, say, me. But, yeah, like, you'd be surprised how many calories is in a pizza. It's like 2,000 calories or something plus. So, yeah, it's definitely a tool you can use. Maybe on those days, like, say, if you hiked up a mountain for the reason why you did it, then you could probably get away with eating a pizza because you've got all those calories to burn. Or if you're a mountain biker, you might get away with it a bit more than just some standard gym bro. But, yeah, pizza's a tool, but don't go crazy with it. Peanut butter's great. You can mix that into anything you want. So it's really calorically dense as well. It's a great tool. Like, as I say, I put it in my porridge when I'm bulking and stuff. And you could err on the caution of getting the more like natural style peanut butter. But if it's the more like processed, it doesn't really matter. Like if you're just trying to put on weight, then it's fine. If you're using it quite sparingly, say like 20 grams is quite a lot of calories on 20 grams of peanut butter. You'd be surprised. So if you do struggle to put on weight, peanut butter is definitely a great tool. I'm going to put it in the Goku tier. Alright, Powerade. So yeah, I don't recommend just smashing back sugary drinks just for the sake of it. But if you're training, when you think about it, if you struggle to put on weight and you're a hard gainer, I know I'm using the term hard gainer, I don't know if it exists, but whatever. If you're in the gym, say for like an hour or 2 hours, you're burning like a good couple 100 to 300 calories. And carbohydrates are a source of fuel that you will use when you're training. So it's a no-brainer taking a Gatorade or like a Powerade with you to the gym instead of just drinking water. You can drink water as well, I would recommend that, but and also electrolytes in it will keep you from getting cramps and so on, and keep you just looking really full as you train, you know, like you get good pumps and stuff. So yeah, if it's not Powerade, you could just eat a few like lollies, like a sweets or candy when you're training, or like a banana or something. But yeah, I do recommend taking some sort of carb fuel if you're training longer than an hour in the gym, because you pretty much just get back your calories instantly. So I'm going to put that on the Goku tier. Pulled meats. Pulled meats are great. So I do have this slow cooker on this list as well, but pulled meats are very versatile in the fact that if you just stick it in a slow cooker, you can just have a lot. You know, it's super easy. You just bang in a big chunk of pork, put some barbecue sauce on it, leave it in the slow cooker called the crock pot for 12 hours, and you just have a bunch of meat. And you can freeze that and do whatever you want with it. And it's super versatile. Yeah, pulled meats are great. You can do it with chicken, pork, beef, whatever floats your boat, whatever you enjoy eating. So, yeah, quick drink. Rice crackers. I actually really like rice crackers. So they're not like the ones where they're like all poofy. They're like the little discs. These are great because you can just dip them in like hummus or whatever, like some sort of like dipping. And then Yeah, like a full pack of them is like 500 calories, and it's better than eating like chips, like greasy ass chips and stuff. So if you can get a pack of those, just like a salted one or like a, I don't know if they have these in the States, but in New Zealand they're pretty good. Like I'll eat a pack like after training when I'm bulking and stuff, and it's like 500 calories, easy. I would recommend eating a protein source with it, like say like a shake or something. But yeah, they're easy snack, and they're pretty cheap as well. Right, I already mentioned slow cooker. So a slow cooker or a crock pot. I don't know what they call it in the States. I'm guessing a crock pot, but yeah, you can. These are super versatile as well. You can literally make anything in these, and it's super like just unga bunga. You just stick in whatever you want, and it'll just be ready at all times. Like you put potatoes in it, you can put in meat, any vegetables, and it can just be like a super hearty meal. It's good in the winter as well. Any pulled meats. It's just super no-brainer, easy tool to use when you're trying to put on weight. And if you hate cooking, like get one of these, man. They're awesome. Next, I got like more fatty meat, like steak. Steaks are great. They got heaps of protein in them. You can get the more leaner cuts of steak, like the rump steak, but a good ribeye now and then, it's nice. It's great, and nothing more like you feel such like a bloke eating a steak. It just feels great. So if you're gonna get a steak, obviously depending on where you are, if you're bulking, if you're a hard gainer, you can get all the fattier steaks. They are quite expensive, so maybe it's just like a now and then thing. I'm gonna put in the Vegeta. Next is smoothies. So smoothies, liquid calories is your friend when you are training and stuff. I know you're bulking. Same with the Powerade. Smoothies are great, but I would recommend if you're not used to having a massive gain shake or like a big smoothie with heaps of calories, I would gradually increment how much you're using, like the berries and stuff, and the mixed berries and the protein powders. Because if at just end of the day it's just upsetting your stomach and making you feel sick or wanting to go to the toilet, then you're probably shitting out gains, man. Like so. But yeah, these are a great tool, and if you do struggle to put on weight, drink your smoothies, man. Protein smoothies. But yeah, as you say, little bits at a time. Just get your body used to doing it. Next, we have stir fry rice. So stir fry rice is such a game changer. Like my partner introduced me to this because she's Asian, and I've never really did it that often. But it's super easy meal. Like if you have stale rice, you can just like whack it in a pan with a little bit of oil, fry that up, put some soy sauce on it, whatever meat you want, put in any lean source of meat, and you just have a big ass meal, and you can just dish that out throughout the day and eat it, and it's just super high in calories, and it's just super tasty. Like it's super like palatable, should I say? That's the word to like get down. So put it in the Goku tier. Vegetables. You didn't think I was going to put that in there, did you? Yeah. So vegetables. Eat your vegetables. If you're bulking, that doesn't mean you can just skip vegetables and anything that's good for you. Like you need to eat that sort of stuff. You don't want to end up getting fucking scurvy, your teeth falling out because you haven't eaten vegetables in so long. Like you gotta feel good, and if you feel good, you train harder, right? And you sleep better, and so on. You need to eat vegetables and your micronutrients. So eat your goddamn vegetables, as Omar would say. Put that in there. And the last but not least, pasta. So pasta, super calorically dense. If you're trying to put on weight, pasta's just a no-brainer. I wouldn't eat it for every meal of the day because it can get you a bit gassy and stuff. But pasta, lean meat, vegetables, whatever sauce you want, whatever spices you want, whatever floats your boat, and you will put on some weight. There's no doubt. Like a little fucking scoop of pasta is like 500 calories or something. So eat your pasta if you're trying to put on weight. Another follow-up sauce for that would be pesto as well. Pesto is quite fatty. It's quite oily, but that now and then pesto is quite good as well because that's got full of calories. So yeah, that's the end of the tea list. Anyway, I did have other ideas popping in my head as I was doing this, but yeah, comment down below whatever your favorite bulking food is or massing food. So yeah, cheers for that. This was my birthday special. I turned 30 yesterday. I'm a wise old man now, as you say. So yeah, cheers.